is Ryan Peterson. I am your announcer for this evening. And also on commentary with me this evening, Mr. Pete Rosado on commentary this evening. So, let's not waste any more time, because we're going to kick off with our first bout of the evening. And it is scheduled for one fall. One fall! Introducing first, he refuses to disclose his weight and hometown. This is Evil Kid.
On one match, and I don't know if maybe that's the best thing for Kip, because, well, when you see PB Smooth, most people run. The man is humongous.
And you're saying typical. Out of the Players Club, standing at a legit 6'9" tall, this is the Urban Playboy, Pretty Boy Smooth.
Ryan Peterson may have said 6'9", but I don't care. I see 7 feet. Okay. Pretty Boy Smooth here taking on Kip Stevens, and this is going to be one very interesting opening contest for sure here at Overdrive. And the Ridgefield Park crowd of the Invictus faithful telling Kip exactly what they think about him.
Actually, I eat, but you wouldn't know anything about that.
Pretty Boy Smooth ready to put the Twitter fingers away and put the physical action to play here at that's quite the look up for Kip Stevens there. PB Smooth got to have at least a foot on Kip Stevens, to say the least. Overpowers Kip into the corner here. Ladies and gentlemen, if you missed our pre-show, the first strike, we had an incredible semifinals match for the Invictus Pro Wrestling Tag Team Championship Tournament where Milk Chocolate faced the Outfielders, and an incredible tag team match between the Faceless Ones and Sin. Again, check out the first strike, the Invictus Pro Wrestling official pre-show on YouTube. It's kind of hard to do a test of strength, Kip, when the guy's about a foot bigger than you, and then his wingspan takes him well beyond 7 feet. Kip barely got to the palm of Pretty Boy, even with the best jump that Kip could muster. Pretty Boy bending those knees, trying to give Kip a little bit of an advantage here. Now they lock up. Kip with the stomp to the foot. Gotta love it. You're not gonna overpower Pretty Boy Smooth, that's for sure. Big shoulder block there by PB. Kip already complaining. cross-body attempt caught, and he was thrown, and I mean thrown with a capital T, across the ring to the corner. Backed right up into a huge pump handle variation there. And I think Kip is immediately regretting turning this into a singles match, that's for sure. Went for a big splash in the corner, but not connecting there. Kip going after the legs there, which pretty smart for Kip. Take out the legs of the big man. You know, bring the big man down to size, take out his mobility there, attacking the knee. You know, you could say a lot of things about Kip Stevens, but his ring acumen, his smarts is not something that you can downplay, that's for sure. Kip now on the attack. And I have finally been joined by my commentary partner and our ring announcer for the even, Ryan Peterson. Ryan, I mean, this first matchup of the night for Overdrive, PB Smooth and Kip. Kip was able, originally this was a triple threat match. Kip got his way into a singles match. I think that was a bad decision on Kip's part.
I mean, I think so too, but also I want to send out our best wishes to Philip Cardigan, who was the original third person in that original triple threat matchup. We hope to see him back in Invictus soon, but now it turns into a singles match.
I know Invictus wanted to keep it a triple threat and add somebody else in,
nice
but
DDT.
Kip was able to convince them to make it a singles.
All right. Use his little conniving little evil ways.
2 count there by Kip.
The fans here showing
No
their-
love.
pretty much.
I got to ask you, though, Ryan, that walkout music for Kip Stevens. Top 5?
Top 5.
Top 5 walkout
Hey,
music.
listen, I love Phil Collins. I love Phil Collins, especially that one. Uh-oh. Oh.
Kip looked like he was going for that running boot in the corner, maybe even a face wash boot there. Stopped short and just, you know, when you're fighting a guy who's damn near 7 feet tall, this is not what you want to be doing.
No, not
you
at all.
want to stay on the offensive. You want to take the big man. I thought it was pretty smart what Kip was doing, trying to take the legs out. But now you're just trying to play. And that's what happened. You eat the top rope and you fight the air. Big back elbow there by Pretty Boy. Trying to go for the leg. I don't think a single leg's gonna do it.
You could probably get a whole army on that and it still wouldn't work. Wow.
But that's a good single leg. Shoulder block there by PB and another one. Trying to get some feeling back in that leg and that knee. Now gets that splash in the corner.
And Smooth showing off his strength and ability right now against Evil Kip. Evil Kip, an individual who I've known very well over the last decade, went through a I would say a change in his ways.
I would say there's a little bit of a personality change for Kip for sure.
Absolutely.
You know, and you know, it was just such a stark shift for him.
Oh, a little schoolboy there.
Schoolboy roll-up got a 2 count by referee DM Stevens. Going for a 4. See, Kip.
Oh. Yeah, wait till he turns around. Yep, exactly.
Get one for yourself there.
Oh,
Huge
vicious
leg
leg
drop
drop.
cover, and PB stops the count.
I guess he's, wow. That should do it, possibly.
Cover 1, 2,
Good
and
night,
3.
Kip. Ring the bell.
Here is your winner, Pretty Boy Smooth.
What a way to kick off Overdrive here at Invictus Pro Wrestling. But coming up next, we have the Invictus Women's Championship on the line. The current champion, the mafiosa herself, Vicious Vicky, defending against someone who's not only making their debut, but someone who is very well known in the New England area, the leader of the Scrunchy Squad, Becca Wow.
You know what? Becca really making a name for herself in the Northeast and beyond, but when it comes to the New York, New Jersey area, Vicky has become the champion de force out here. I believe it's Vicky 6 belts at this point, holding the Invictus Women's Championship and going face-to-face with Becca, making her Invictus debut. But Becca, no stranger to having a title herself, as she is currently the Panoptic Champion. And here we go, back to Ryan Peterson in the ring to get ready for match number 2.
All right, what a way to kick off the action here this evening, huh, folks? Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a women's match sponsored by the Bald Monkeys podcast, and it is for the Invictus Women's Championship! Introducing first, the challenger, hailing from Columbus, Ohio. She is the leader of the Scratching Squad. This is Becca!
And IWTV knows a lot about Becca, has been making the rounds, making a huge name for herself. That is for sure, but making her debut here at Invictus Pro Wrestling Overdrive. But she has one heck of a challenge in front of her as she is going up against the Invictus Women's Champion, the Mafiosa, Vicious Vicky.
Introducing her opponent, representing all of New Jersey. She is the current reigning and defending Invictus Women's Champion. This is the Mafiosa, Vicious Vicky.
And when Ryan Peterson says that Vicious Vicky is representing all of New Jersey, not only is that how she represents her hometown, but it is how she represents the various championships that she holds. Vicious Vicky, also known on social media as Vicky 6 Belt, holds 6, that's right, 6 different championships from 6 different companies in the New York, New Jersey area, including that beautiful Invictus Women's Championship that she will put on the line today against Becca. And once again, we want to thank our sponsors, the Bald Monkeys podcast, for sponsoring this match. You can catch weekly interviews on Monkey Talk and on Twitch following the Stacked with Val Pancakes live. Thank you once again to the Bald Monkeys podcast. This contest again for the Invictus Women's Championship. And what a place for Becca to debut in this matchup.
Absolutely, 100%. Becca, who's making a name for herself on the New England scene with
the IWTV crowd, certainly not strangers to Becca.
Absolutely not.
They have seen what Becca can do, especially as the Chaotic Wrestling Pan-Optic Champion.
Absolutely. Also,
could she add the Invictus Women's Championship to that?
Well, we're going to find out right now against the Mafiosa, or as you said, Vicious 6 Belts.
Vicky 6 Belt. Oh, roll up here. This could be it. New champion, no.
Almost lost that 6 Belt.
Beautiful drop kick there. And you know, when you're a champion for 6 different companies, your schedule is pretty hectic.
Wow.
Beautiful maneuver there. Handspring back elbow into the corner.
I give that 10 out of 10 in my book. And that just made it 10.5.
Face wash pump to the corner. Becca getting Vicky up. And down. And going right to the cover here. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. And again, only a 2 count. But we were saying, when you're the champion for 6 different companies, your schedule gets pretty hectic.
Absolutely.
In fact, today, Vicky's already wrestled
Yeah, absolutely. She
prior to
wrestled.
coming to Invictus.
And she has one more later on this evening defending one of her titles.
And so, coming from a match to come and defend her Invictus Women's Championship against Becca, and as you said, leaving Invictus later today to go defend yet another one of her championships. But when you have a hectic schedule like that, it's got to wear on you.
My brain's just rattling just thinking about it in general.
And could that affect Vicky here
so-
tonight defending that Invictus Pro Wrestling Championship when you don't have your mind focused on just one title and one defense and you're getting ready for just one opponent? When you've got to get ready
this
for
is chopped
multiple
by Vicky.
opponents and multiple places and traveling in between, could that affect Vicky when it comes to defending against a challenger like Becca?
Like you said, you know, it's a definitely defending that title against someone like Becca, but she's already wow.
Oh, the bridge on that suplex there gets a 2 count for Vicky.
But she's already defended the title, the Invictus Women's Championship, against numerous competitors. She actually won a tournament to be crowned the inaugural champion herself. And later on tonight here at Overdrive, we have a #1 contenders match. Pretty much basically to figure out who's
Kick to the back, cover here by
Oh.
Vicky. 2.
basically to figure out who is going to be Vicky's next challenger, which will either be Kaya McKenna or Vita Von Star.
And that will be later on tonight on Overdrive, live on IWTV, and that's going to be one hell of a #1 contenders match. But unfortunately, Vicky won't be here
Nope,
to
she
be
won't.
able to scout who her next opponent is going to
Well,
be.
just like the viewers at home, you can watch back on IWTV. Wow! Beautiful move on that one for the cover, and a kick out at 2. But folks, we got plenty of action here tonight at Overdrive. We got the Social Media Championship on the line. We got our friends at Test of Strength bringing their K1 Classic champion Ichiban here tonight.
But listen,
Looks like a massive.
guillotine slam, it looks like out of the corner there.
Wow.
Like a variation guillotine neck breaker. But from the front, and that can do a lot of damage to the throat and the trachea of Becca, making
Absolutely.
it hard to breathe. But you know, burying the lead here, Ryan Peterson, you forgot to mention
I was getting to that. I was
Eel
waiting for
O'Neal
that.
and Darius Carter later on tonight. Ken Broadway versus Trisha Dora.
A match that I'm personally excited for.
And let's not forget that massive main event match when Hot Fire, the young goat himself, Myron Reed, goes one-on-one against AJ Gray.
For those who don't want to know, the original opponent for Myron Reed was supposed to be Chris Dickinson. But unfortunately, last weekend at New Japan Strong,
Beautiful flying splash
unfortunately,
there by
he
Becca.
suffered a massive injury. That's gonna be out on. He's gonna be out on the shelves for possibly up to 6 months. So we send our best wishes to Chris Dickinson and a speedy recovery. But AJ Gray stepped up to the plate very last minute, and I'm so looking forward to seeing that match. But I'm also enjoying this match right now between Becca and Vicky.
And you'd like to think, all right, you lose Chris Dickinson, you know, can't get worse than having to fight Chris Dickinson. And then AJ Gray pops up and says, hey, hold my beer. We're going to do this.
And AJ Gray, who is no stranger here to Invictus, we're back at Empire Rising in June. He faced off against the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu. Oh, Becca with a massive drop kick. That was a fire matchup. But anyway, that's for wow.
Oh,
nice little
beautiful
German suplex there.
suplex off the ropes. She used the ropes for leverage to get an extra pop on that suplex. Almost won the championship right there.
I give Becca credit on that one. The fans here getting behind Becca.
Becca again making her debut and challenging for the Invictus Women's Championship. But again, that first forearm, you saw that go right across that throat area.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Becca with a roundhouse.
But missed.
Oh, that should do it.
The Jersey turn spike.
That's it.
The Jersey Turnspike gets the win for Vicious Vicky, retaining her Invictus Pro Wrestling Women's Championship.
Well, congratulations to
And out of nowhere that Turnspike came from.
Out of nowhere. Again, a huge thank you to the Bald Monkeys podcast, which you can catch their weekly interviews on Monkey Talk and the Stack with Val Pancakes live on Twitch for sponsoring this match. But coming up,
Vicky may have beaten Becca, but later tonight, as Ryan brought up, we have a huge #1 contenders match between Kaya McKenna and Vita Von Star to figure out who's going to be the next challenger for Vicious Vicky's Invictus Women's Championship. But if you look at Becca in that ring, she ain't ready to give it up there. She said she wants round 2. Vicky may be racking up more challengers than she can handle here on Invictus, that's for sure. But let's now go back to the ring as we get ready for what is going to be an incredible triple threat match for the Social Media Championship. Ryan Peterson, take it away.
All right, you guys having a good time so far tonight? Then the action continues now with the following contest, which is sponsored by Invincible Young Empire, and it is a triple threat match scheduled for one fall. And it is for the Invictus Social Media Championship.
And you heard Ryan Peterson, the big Social Media Championship match about to go down. Triple threat match. Big Game Leroy defending his Social Media Championship against Mr. Grimm and Pancakes. This triple threat match, so much going on here. And there's Pancakes.
Introducing the challengers first. From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, this is an old-ass
A big matchup here for Pancakes. Pancakes fighting, looking for that respect from Big Game Leroy, looking to get looked at as an equal by Big Game Leroy. And tonight, he's going to get a chance to prove it, not only against Grimm, but against Leroy himself in this triple threat matchup. And talk about a way to get respect. If Pancakes walks out with that Invictus Social Media Championship, it's going to be a big way to change the perception that Leroy has on Pancakes.
Introducing challenger number 2, hails from Southeast Washington, D.C., weighing in at 28 body bags. This is the Hitman, or higher, Mr. Grimm.
But unfortunately, this isn't a singles match. Pancakes and Leroy. This man, Grimm, is in this match. The third man, the behemoth, the monster. That is Grimm. The man with one sole focus, to put his opponent in a body bag. And not only does he have a chance to do that with 2 people tonight, he has an opportunity to walk away with that Invictus Social Media Championship. And already getting in the face of Pancakes. Grimm is all about intimidation. Grimm's all about that power. But here comes the champion. Here comes the Invictus Social Media Champion himself, Big Game Leroy. And in case case you missed it, IWTV fans around the world, if you check out Invictus Aftershock, you'll see the last big matchup that the big game Leroy himself had to defend this championship as he fought the one and only Danhausen right here in an Invictus ring and successfully defended that Invictus Social Media Championship. And not only did he successfully defend it, but successfully did not get cursed. Can't say the same for referee Nick Pierce, still dealing with the after effects of that curse. Nick Pierce not here today. Referee Nick Pierce still dealing with the after effects of the curse from Aftershock.
Oh, absolutely, yes. That's why he's not booked today.
Leroy defeating Danhausen at Invictus Aftershock, but now a challenge a lot closer to home. Grim and Pancakes. And you know, Pancakes is in here not just for this championship. Pancakes is looking for respect. He's looking to get looked at as an equal by Leroy. He's looking to get looked at as somebody on the same level.
And look at that beautiful championship belt that's being hung up by our lovely official, David. And for those who don't know, Pancakes won a massive... Well, hold on. I'll get back to that in a second, folks.
Pancakes trying to get a test of strength. You just don't Pancakes hold the switch. I got this. Like, Pancakes ain't even, he's not even thinking about Pancakes as an opponent in the match. Oh!
Wow!
Well, that's one way to get everybody's attention.
Yeah.
Pancakes chopping everybody.
And a double drop kick.
Double leg drop kick takes out both champion and challenger. Corner in Seguri to the champion, big game Leroy, and Pancakes. He's letting Leroy, oh! Well, that'll stop the batter from beating, of course, for Pancakes there with Grim. Lays a forearm in. Leroy throwing a kick for good measure in there to Pancakes in the corner.
Whoa! And a spear from Pancakes. Nice little kip up there by Mr. Grimm going right into the spear.
Flipping him like a morning flapjack. That's what Pancakes did with that spear run.
Great, now I'm hungry. Thanks a lot. The
and
fans here
finally,
loving Leroy.
Saying, you know what, Pancakes, you want to play, you want to be in my game, let's go. Beautiful spinning DDT dare cover, but only a one. Pancakes kicking out quick.
And for those who don't know, Pancakes actually won the opportunity to become the #1 contender for the Social Media Championship back at the Rising Star Showcase Rumble match, and management decided to give him the opportunity here tonight. I kind of feel it's a little unfair advantage because he was expecting a one-on-one match, not a triple threat match. As Leroy looks like he's about to do a suicide dive out to the outside.
You know, and not just any triple threat match, but the inclusion of an assassin like Grim.
Uh-oh. Leroy gonna go for a dive onto Mr. Grim. Watch out, watch out!
Pancakes.
Grim catches him.
Grim caught him, and this is not good for Leroy. This might be game over for Leroy.
Is that
spine, and look at that. Look at that, he is bending Leroy's spine across that steel post.
I'm not gonna lie.
Your back is not supposed to bend like that.
I'm not gonna lie. I wish you could do that to my back so you could probably fix it. But
no, that's gonna break more than it's gonna fix. That's for sure.
Hey, listen, I'm a big guy. I got a lot of.
I don't think that's
padding.
Approved chiropractic treatment. That's for sure.
Hey, that's fine. I got a lot of padding. I'll tell you that. But anyway, back to the action now. We got Mr. Grimm knocking out Pancakes on the opposite side of the ring, going right into the other ring post. Almost like almost squeezing his head into the ring post now.
Creating that pressure against the side of his skull, creating pressure in the cerebral cortex, making sure it's hard for him to even keep consciousness, and then laying shots in to his obliques and his ribs, making it hard for him to breathe and turn. When I said Grim's an assassin, listen, it doesn't just like to put people in body bags, but to put somebody in a body bag, you gotta kill him. And that's what Grim is very, very good at.
Absolutely. Mr. Grimm taunting Pancakes.
You know, Pancakes went into this wanting the respect from Big Game Leroy. But in order to do that, he's going to have to survive the beatdown that Grimm's getting him. Beautiful suplex there. Grimm going for the cover. Could we have a new social media champion? 2 count only by Grimm.
The power by Grimm. My God.
Leroy back in there now on the apron, but Grimm looks like he's going to try to bring him in the hard way. Leroy fighting back here. Reversal. High knee there. Leroy to the top.
Oh, my God.
Drop kick there. Didn't get all of it, but got a good enough amount to take Grimm off his feet there. Clothesline of Pancakes. And another. Shades of Big Goldie there. Dustin Rhodes with that beautiful drop down shot. And now Leroy in control here. But the question is.
Oh my God.
Snapdragon suplex there by Leroy. Goes for the cover on Pancake to retain the championship, but only a 2. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we want to give our shout out to our sponsor, Invincible Young Empire, covering all things wrestling with some amazing interviews, including talent such as Dolph Ziggler, former Intercontinental and World Heavyweight Champion. Check out Invincible Young Empire on social media right now as Leroy. Beautiful guillotine neck breaker there. Cover 1, 2. Pancakes kicking out. But this is what you want to do. You want to keep Grimm out of the equation here. You want to keep him out. You want to keep
that looks
the
like what he's
fight
trying to
between
do, actually.
Leroy and Pancakes. And that goes for either one of them. Leroy wants to retain. You got to keep Grimm out. Focus on Pancakes. Pancakes wants to win. He's got to keep Grimm out and focus on Leroy.
Absolutely.
I don't think either one of these gentlemen win the match if Grimm is still a main focus of the match.
So basically the main goal is to pretty much just knock out Grimm. That's honestly, if anyone was facing Grimm in a triple threat scenario, I would do the same exact thing. Try to go for the clothesline, duck the clothesline. Oh my God!
Went for that head scissors takeover, but
Boy,
the power
what is
of
Pancakes
Grimm.
doing?
Pancakes can't get. I guess he tried to help Leroy bring Grimm down. Couldn't get it. Oh!
Oh my God! The strength!
Crossbody cover. 2 count by Grimm. He powerbombed Leroy through the ring and just slammed the heck out of Pancakes. Pancakes. That's one flat pancake, that's for sure.
And now Mr. Grimm going, trying to go for another shoulder tackle, but missed. And now
almost flew out the ring there. And so there we go. Look at what Leroy's saying.
Yep,
Tell
a little teamwork, exactly.
Gotta work together, get Grimm out.
Kind of like you and I right now, teamwork right now on commentary.
There you go.
Now Pancakes and
Listen,
Leroy
I'll give you a scenario, Ryan. The house is on fire and the light is out in the bedroom. What do you do first? You turn the light on. You wake up.
Oh, double shoulder tackle.
That's what you got to do here. It's not about winning the championship and getting and quelling the fire. It's not about turning on the light and the respect right now. Right now, you got to wake up and eliminate Grimm. You eliminate Grimm, then you get to the goal of fighting for that social media championship.
Whoa. Uh-oh.
Oh.
The bands are off now. That means it's serious business.
Now, this is just, those are stiff strikes by both men there. Pancakes just trying to get respect out of Leroy, and he's getting a bunch of respectful forearms to the side of the head. Clothesline cover. Leroy gets out of it though. Pancakes brings him back in. Looks like he's going for some kind of suplex.
Oh, looks like a brain buster almost.
Dropped him right on the back of his neck. And
Oh my God! Mr. Grimm putting all of his weight to break up the pinfall.
that's one way to get rid of a problem there.
And again, our boys
You can step on the roach. Grimm says, nah, just blow up the whole house.
pretty much.
That's what he did there. Leroy getting out of that predicament there. Another forearm to Grimm. These two men going toe-to-toe in the middle of the ring. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is for the Invictus Social Media Championship. Champion Leroy.
Oh my God!
The pounce!
Oh my God!
From Grimm.
I know the Dirty Heels podcast love that pounce.
And Leroy may not wake up for the rest of this match.
Good night, Irene. That's all I got to say on that.
Now it's Pancakes and Grimm. Pancakes has got to find a way to do what few people have done, and that is take down Mr. Grimm. Pancakes ate that forearm like a huge helping of syrup and took it right back to Grimm. Shoots the pass and gets a drop kick. Takes the big man down, but Grimm quickly back up to his feet. Pancakes has got to work fast. Goes for a cover on Grimm, but Leroy's up.
Looks like a chicken wing.
No. Leroy's setting up the brutality.
God.
The brutality. The cover.
That's gotta do it.
1, 2. That's it.
Here is your winner and still Invictus Social Media Champion, Big Game Leroy.
Somehow, some way, Leroy found himself a power-up, one-up mushroom hiding in the corner of the ring and retains that Social Media Championship with a huge brutality on Pancakes.
Again, a huge thank you to our sponsor, Invincible Young Empire, for sponsoring this match. And we got plenty more action, including coming up next. It's presented by Test of Strength Wrestling. It's their K1 Classic Championship as the current champion, Ichiban, takes on Gabriel Sky. And it looks like...
there we go.
Show a little sign of love there. Show a little love. I love it.
Pancakes saying he earned that Social Media Championship.
I love
buddy,
it.
you may not have earned the championship tonight, but you earned something else. You earned the
Eventually down the line, I think these two are going to go at it one-on-one.
The respect of Big Game Leroy, the champion, finally being given to Pancakes. And that may be slightly just as important to Pancakes as that title. But as my commentary partner Ryan Peterson said, it is only a matter of time before we see Big Game Leroy and Pancakes go to war one-on-one for that Social Media Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, as Ryan also said, the K1 Classic Championship from Test of Strength Wrestling will be on the line next as Gabriel Sky takes on Ichiban. Let's go back down to the ringside area to Ryan Peterson to get us ready for that big matchup here on IWTV.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is presented by Test of Strength Wrestling. It is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the K1 Classic Championship.
Gabriel Sky here at Invictus Pro Wrestling to go after that test of strength K1 Classic Championship. What a match this is going to be, Ichiban and Gabe Sky. If you have not seen either one of these men in action, you gotta check it out. Gabe Sky really making a huge name for himself. In my opinion, probably the breakout star of the New York scene. You gotta watch Gabe Sky. I have seen him have some incredible matches, especially in this building. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to see what the young kids call a hashtag banger right now for that K1 Classic Championship. Ichiban is here in Invictus Pro Wrestling, and he's got that Test of Strength K1 Classic Championship. But Gabe Sky looking to take it from him here tonight. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a banger between Sky and Ichiban. The Invictus Pro Wrestling fans definitely familiar with the #1 Ichiban. That beautiful K1 Classic Championship held up high by referee Nick Shin. Once again, thank you so much to our friends over at Test of Strength Wrestling for allowing this K1 Classic title defense here at Invictus Pro Wrestling Overdrive. And if you're in the area and want to check them out, Test of Strength's next show, December the 4th. Give them a follow on all social media channels and check out Test of Strength on December the 4th. But right now, we're about to see that championship, that K1 Classic Championship defended in an Invictus Pro Wrestling ring.
Absolutely, because here in Invictus, everyone is more than welcome to come and showcase themselves globally around the world, especially on IWTV. We are so blessed and honored to have Test of Strength a part of this massive event. And like Mr. Peter Rosado said, December the 4th is their next event. Highly recommend checking them out. Possibly one of the best up-and-coming promotions in the New England area, in my opinion.
And we're seeing two of the best up-and-coming stars. In my opinion, Gabe Sky, one of the most underrated but fastest rising and possibly the breakout star of the New York area.
Absolutely. He's had quite a year, in my opinion. He's debuted for VXS, GCW. He's been everywhere, man.
And yet, I don't think enough people know who Gabe Sky is.
Why? They should know him. Whoa. A little bit of a mixed reaction here.
Crowd split here between Ichiban and Gabe Sky. Ichiban is the Test of Strength K1 Classic Champion out of the #1 dojo. Sky, the challenger here today, but you said it best, man. I was here. Oh, beautiful. Keeping that grip on that wrist. Digging that knee into the shoulder socket of Gabe Sky. I was here in this building when Gabe Sky took on the New York legend Grim Reaper in what was an incredible matchup.
Oh my God, yeah, that was phenomenal.
I've seen Gabe Sky go to war with Dr. Cube and come out the other side. You know, today, looking to defeat Ichiban and walk home with a championship. Oh! Leapfrog attempted by Ichiban.
And also,
but a drop kick
and
foiled that attempt.
And also to add on to Gabriel Sky, you've also seen him at Upper Limit Wrestling, a new up-and-coming promotion here in Jersey, and he's been featured in matches recently in a triple threat with Kona Kapuchia, another tri-state legend, and Ikuro Kwan from MLW. And a banger of a matchup that was. So Gabriel Sky is no joke in the ring at all. But right now it also seems like Ichiban is definitely no joke. That's why he is the K1 Classic Champion.
Listen, both of these young men known for their high-flying prowess and their acrobatic techniques. But
wow, look at that.
It's going to be a fast match to call here. Look at that arm. Oh, beautiful picture-perfect drop kick. That has to be one of the most beautiful drop kicks I've seen in a long time.
Absolutely. Check over a little baseball slide there.
Ichiban goes low, Gabe goes high.
Oh my God!
And Gabe goes right to the jaw of Ichiban. That is one way to stop anybody from moving forward.
Whoa, what is he? Oh my God!
Gabe, moonsault off the second rope and lands on his feet. Lands on his feet on the outside, taking out Ichiban, but you can't win the title on the outside.
Absolutely not.
You can have all the cool moves you want. You can be as flashy as you want. You can't win the title on the outside. And we've already seen Nick Shin count out two competitors earlier in today's show on the first strike.
Absolutely, which, by the way, you can catch that on our official YouTube page, Invictus Pro Wrestling on YouTube.
And again, these two fight on the outside. Nick Shin trying to get them back in the ring. It would be very disappointing if this ended in a count out. Gets Ichiban in, breaks the count finally. Sky with the cover, 1, 2. Just a kick out there by Ichiban. Joint manipulation there by Sky.
Oh my God! Right into that vicious elbow.
You know, Sky may be getting a little bit of a big head with all the big matches and publicity he's gotten.
What is he doing here?
Sky to the outside. We know very much about the athleticism of Sky.
Oh.
Thought he was going to go for something off that top rope, a springboard maneuver of some sort, but no, comes in and just disrespects Ichiban. But look at that. Ichiban going right for that thigh, going right for that calf muscle. Going to make it very hard for someone like Gabe Sky to fly. When you
what a counter!
The second time Gabe Sky has countered a technique by Ichiban with some sort of drop kick. First time was that leapfrog attempt, and he dropped him with a drop kick to the front, and this time with a drop kick to the spine.
Now Gabe Sky going to the top rope now.
Could he be looking for that 450 from there? Oh, went for that double stomp, went for the sky fall there. Did not connect. That knee might have given out a little bit on the impact there. And that could have just like hyperextended the knee right there.
Possibly. Ichiban with that nice roundhouse kick.
And you've got to take advantage of this. When you've got a high flyer, fast mover who may be hampered by a leg, you got to try to keep the speed up because they're not going to be able to keep up with you.
Ichiban, oh my God, nice little springboard elbow. The crowd here getting behind Ichiban. Up and over, there goes Ichiban. And another
forearm
elbow
from the outside. Oh! Didn't even need the ropes to springboard in.
Oh my God, here we go, oh my God!
May have landed on the back of Gabe Sky's neck. Could have cracked a vertebrae on that. Hope not. Oh, huge frog splash cover to retain the title.
The height on that. I mean, I've seen Dennis Morgan jump higher than that, but that was a good try.
That was a great frog splash there by Ichiban after that incredible moonsault to the outside. Gabe Sky, I'm surprised he still got movement in his neck. The way that he caught Ichiban on the back of his neck on that moonsault to the outside. Ichiban's got to stay on Sky in this moment. Oh, vicious chop.
Wow.
I think he faked him out there. I think Sky looked like he was going to go for some kind of kick,
Yeah,
and Ichiban tried to counter.
Oh, a double kick. Wow.
Running Itaguri to the corner here. Beautiful suplex there, hooking those arms, that butterfly suplex.
He's going to go for the running knee.
And he gets it. Can he become the new champion? Cover 1, 2, and a kick out.
Barely a kick out.
2.5, that close. That close. Gabe Sky came to becoming the new K1 Classic champion. And I said this about Ichiban, and I said the same thing about Gabe Sky. You got to stay on top of your opponent.
Absolutely.
Okay. Giving Ichiban his own definition of number 1, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. He's giving him the New York number 1. That's what it is.
In New Jersey, it goes like this. Hey.
Hey. The game is. But anyway, it's the tri-state thing. That's what it is.
Right now, these two men changing strikes here between the two of them. Kicks, forearms, everything they've got. Oh, knee to the side of the head. Kick to the back of the leg. Drops Ichiban down, and another vicious kick. Oh, front, back. Here we go.
Oh, my
Ichiban
God.
out of nowhere. Cover 1, 2.
Oh. Almost retained the title like that. Oh, my God.
Code Red. Wow. A Code Red out of Ichiban. Almost got the title to be retained, but Gabe Sky still kicks out. Nani? Bacana. Big power bomb.
Whoa, what is... Oh, this is not going to be good.
No, this does not look good at all. That's it.
All the deadlift.
Oh, my God. Right on his head. This could be it. No champion here. Oh!
How is it? How?
I thought we had a new champion. How the hell did Ichiban kick out?
I agree with the fans.
Ladies and gentlemen, I predicted it in the beginning. This is what we call a hashtag banger happening right now at Invictus Pro Wrestling for the K1 Classic Championship. Once again, thanks to our friends at Test of Strength.
I know our friends at Henny Wrestling are enjoying during this match. I know that for a fact.
Henny Wrestling running around the ring. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about this match right here. Gabe Sky going up top.
Oh!
Ichiban, like Evanescence, brought back to life. Itaguri knocks Gabe off whatever he was planning to do from that top rope. We know how dangerous he is, that 450 off the top rope.
Absolutely, and this looks like a dangerous situation right here with Ichiban and Sky at the top rope right now.
Trying to set up for a superplex here. Gabe fighting out of it there.
Whoa!
And you're spitting. It's COVID out here, bro. Wow. Spitting in people's faces. We don't do that in 2021. And going off the top rope the hard way Ichiban is, and Gabe Sky might be looking for it.
Might be looking for the 450. Or a frog splash.
Big
okay.
frog splash. Don't even
Whoa, look at this.
Roll up, cover.
What the? Oh, my God.
I thought he was going for the 450, but he went for a frog splash.
K1 Classic Champion.
And Ichiban catches him on the landing.
My God!
Catches him on the landing and a modified crucifix roll-up and gets a 3.
Wow!
If Game Sky had went for his 450, that would not have been possible.
I'm at a loss for words right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a win for Ichiban, retaining the Test of Strength K1 Classic Championship. But don't go anywhere, IWTV, because if you thought the first half was great, the second half is going to be even better. We've got a #1 contendership match for the Women's Championship. Kaya McKenna versus Vita Von Star. Eel O'Neal versus Darius Carter. Broadway and Trisha Dora. And that huge main event as the young GOAT himself, Hot Fire Myron Reed, goes one-on-one with AJ Gray. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the second half of Overdrive.
Whoa! Hold on!
I told you one thing. I told you I come here to fight, not to play games. And you know what? You want respect. You earned it.
Wow! Gabe Sky showing some love to Ichiban right now after that banger of a matchup. Well, like Pete Rosado said, we'll be right back after intermission with more banger matches, including that massive main event of Myron Reed and AJ Gray. So don't go anywhere, folks.
All right, folks, at this time, we're going to take a brief 20-minute intermission. At this time, make sure to check out all the merchandise tables we have in store tonight. Meet some of the stars that are here signing autographs and selling their merchandise. But do not go far, folks, because we got more action for you here at Overdrive, live on IWTV. 1. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back from intermission. The action continues with the following contest, sponsored by the Sign Rip Podcast with Joey G, and it is scheduled for one fall.
Pete Rosado.
Introducing first, hailing from Danbury, Connecticut, weighing in at 190 pounds, TKO Kosenko.
And we're starting out with a matchup set up at Aftershock, which you can check out on IWTV. TKO versus Big Ben Bishop. If you missed Aftershock, let's just give you a quick recap here. Mucho trouble. We're out here and Big Ben Bishop hit TKO with a big boot. Set up this singles matchup here. TKO wanted a bit of revenge on Ben Bishop, and Invictus management said, well, let's do it. And here we are at Overdrive with this one-on-one contest. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen of the IWTV fan base, this second half of the show is guaranteed to be jam-packed. We still got a #1 contenders match for the Women's Championship. Darius Carter versus Eel O'Neal. Corinne Broadway and Trisha Dora, and the big main event, Myron Reed and AJ Gray. And that first half, if you missed it, catch the replay on IWTV, the first half of Invictus Pro Wrestling's Overdrive, if you're just joining us for the second half.
Introducing his opponent, standing 6 feet 12 inches tall, weighing in at 60% of a metric ton. This is Big Trouble, Ben Bishop.
And let me tell you something. I know Ben Bishop may be a bit of an a-hole, but if you're walking out to Eminem's Venom, I immediately love it.
You want to know? Listen, now I hear what these idiots are saying. You want to know why I'm dressed like this? Because I am the antithesis of you. And if you don't know what that means, it means the complete opposite. I'm the real pro wrestler. I'm the real pro wrestler. I'm the one who turns heads at airports. I'm the one who reminds people of their favorite 80s and 90s pro wrestlers when people were actually watching and we weren't arguing over less than 1 million people watching. So listen. Everybody, you doofus with the sign, you better shut up right now. And thanks for your money, Mark. Listen. I don't want to put my size 16 boot through your spine skull. So I suggest you go through that middle rope, you jump off the apron, you sit next to that loser with the sign that paid money for us to be here, and you watch the rest of the show. And you know what? I'll put the mask back on, I can take a picture with you, and you can show all your little spidey friends.
Listen, at some point, when you run your mouth too long, someone's either going to knock it off or got something to say to you, and TKO's definitely got something to say.
I'm getting a little sick and tired of him running his mouth. This last month, I've heard nothing but yapping and yapping. hear no yapping. Do you guys want to hear yapping? No! I think so. You want to see some action? You want to see me shut him up? Oh, then screw it. I'm done.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Come on.
And the talking's done, and the action is officially underway for the second half of Invictus Overdrive. Big Ben Bishop versus TKO. Listen, TKO giving up a lot of size, a lot of strength, but what he gives up in size and strength, he's definitely going to have to make up for in speed and guile in this match, because Ben is going to come at him with everything that he has. This isn't an accidental big boot anymore. This right here for Ben is about taking TKO out. He sees TKO nothing more than a nerd, a poser, a cosplayer. You know, he's not supposed to be in the world of professional wrestling. Oh, he went for that Big Ben. He went for the Big Ben and just missed it. TKO got out of the way of the Big Ben boot. Now on the outside, Ben is following him everywhere that he goes. TKO, like I said, is going to need to use some kind of guile in this matchup. A lot of smarts, a lot of heart if he wants to beat Big Trouble Ben Bishop here tonight. And once again, IWTV fans, thank you to our sponsors for this match, the Sign Rip Podcast with Joey G. Catch them on social media, holding interviews with some of the greats from Invictus, Northeast Wrestling, and Test of Strength. You can catch them on all social media channels. That is the Sign Rip Podcast with Joey G, sponsoring this matchup between TKO and Big Trouble Ben Bishop. Ben again using that power, but TKO, speed, going with it, coming under everything, ducking the clotheslines. Needs to do that if he wants to. Oh! Went for it, what looked like a sidewalk slam, but dropped him into a backbreaker right onto the point of the knee. Could have easily herniated a couple of discs in the back of TKO. And if I saw that right, it landed like right in between those T vertebrae and those C vertebrae. That controls that breathing, that controls blood flow up to brainstem. This could really be a very hard matchup for TKO after that backbreaker sidewalk slam combo. And again, this time going in with the big sidewalk slam, drops him down, covered by Big Ben Bishop, and a kick out by TKO. Joined once again by my commentary partner, Ryan Peterson. And
My
Ryan,
apologies, folks. I was on a temporary assignment for right now. But I'm back. Well, what is Bishop doing with the phone?
looking to embarrass TKO on his own vlog. Go out there on social media, on the Instagram Live, and let these fans know, the people who chant for TKO, who love TKO, that, well, I'm going to destroy TKO here tonight.
For those who don't know TKO, he started out with us as a referee. He started out as a referee until the Rising Star Showcase, where Mucho Chris Moljo issued an open challenge to anybody in the locker room, and it turned out it was
covered by Bishop. Only a 2 count. TKO kicks out.
Getting back to the open challenge. It was TKO who answered the open challenge. Surprisingly, surprisingly, he was in his ref gear, but then he took it off and showed into this amazing Spider-Man looking apparel he has on. And right now,
once again, with that backbreaker, and this time the point of the knee going into the lumbar spine of TKO, dissecting the back and spinal column of TKO.
Oh my God, picking him up like a rag doll.
That's dead weight. Just picked him up. Gut buster knee. Coming right up into the bottom ribs there. Cover, 1, 2.
kick out of it, too.
TKO's got some heart on him.
Yeah, the fans here are getting behind TKO.
They've got to, because if TKO doesn't win this match, there's going to be no way home for him.
What is Bishop doing with the, oh my God.
Out of the way, Bishop going into the steel post there behind the turnbuckle. TKO trying to get some offense in, some strikes, ducks a clothesline. Oh,
And
falling
Bishop is
drop
down.
kick. Falling drop kick to the knee, brings the big man down to size.
And a super kick to Bishop.
Big DDT, and Bishop
do
is
it.
down.
We'll just
Cover
do it.
here, 1, 2.
Ah!
Kick out by Bishop at 2. TKO cannot waste any time in this matchup. He's got to go after the big man while he's got him down. But Bishop back up to a vertical base. Went for the top. Oh, the Big Ben!
boom.
The Big Ben from Big Trouble.
That should do it.
Cover 1, 2, and that is
That's
it.
it.
Caught him.
Here's your winner, Ben Bishop.
Caught him with that Big Ben.
Oh, come on. That's enough. That's enough, man. That's enough. Come on, man. That's enough.
The meat pop drop at the end after the bell by Big Trouble Ben Bishop. The Big Ben wasn't enough, but dropped him with the meat pop drop after the bell. Big Trouble may have gotten the win.
Well, on a side note, want to give a huge thank you to the Sign Rip Podcast with Joey G for sponsoring the event, where you can catch all their featured guests that they've had on the show, including, from Invictus, Northeast Wrestling, and Test of Strength, including the Man of Steel, Mike Verna, Gio Galvano, Wrecking Ball Legursky. Myself was a guest on their show, and most recently, The Firm, only on Spotify.
I was saying, Big Ben may have gotten the win, but TKO still standing after that, rolling out of the ring on his own power, and these fans here at Invictus Pro Wrestling firmly behind TKO. But ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our #1 contenders match for the Invictus Women's Championship. Earlier tonight here, we saw Vicious Vicky retain her Invictus Women's Championship in a hard-fought battle against the debuting Becca. But now we will see who will be next to challenge the Vicious One for her Invictus Women's Championship, as it will be the Good Witch, Kaya McKenna, going up against Vita Von Star. And thank you to our sponsors for this match, the Pro Wrestling Podcast. Check out their YouTube channel for exclusive interviews. But it is now time for that #1 contenders women's match. And here goes Ryan Peterson and senior referee Nick Shin to the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a women's match sponsored by the Pro Wrestling Podcast, scheduled for one fall, where the winner will be crowned the new #1 contenders for the Invictus Women's Championship. Introducing first, hail from Ocean City, Maryland, she is the conduit of karma, Kaya McKenna.
And here is, in fact, the Good Witch, Kaya McKenna, making sure that all the best spells are put around the ring, make sure that her protection magic around that ring. Remember, only the witch who casts the spells may use her power in the match. Kaya trying to find some power from those runes here tonight as she looks to become the next #1 contender for the Invictus Women's Championship, but she's got to go through Vita Von Star, and that in and of itself is no easy task to do it. And again, as Ryan Peterson said, Vita Von Star, the challenger here for Kaya McKenna, representing the Righteous from Ring of Honor. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, tickets are still on sale for Ring of Honor's final battle. Live Baltimore, Maryland on Saturday, December the 11th. Vita Von Star, the Righteous, the Ring of Honor members will be there, but tonight, Vita Von Star here at Invictus Pro Wrestling Overdrive, looking to become the #1 contender for the Invictus Women's Championship. Again, held by Vicious Vicky, who successfully defended that championship earlier tonight against the debuting Becca.
We got a phenomenal matchup here. Whoa!
Vita Von Star, a very unorthodox challenger, that's for sure.
Very much so, but Kaya McKenna is on a winning streak here at Invictus. Back at Aftershock, she faced off against the gifted Gabby Ortiz, and was successful in her matchup.
And if you notice when she came out, she put the ruins on the steel posts around the ring, and we all know
what that was.
We all know the first rule of magic. Only the witch that casts the runes can use her power.
I was wondering what she was putting on the wall, on the post there.
Kaya trying to tie up Vita Von Star, but Vita getting out again. Very unorthodox movements for Vita Von Star. Very hard to traditionally use, what you would expect from Vita Von Star. Hard to use traditional counter holds against Vita Von Star because she doesn't get out of holds in a traditional way herself.
No, she doesn't. Some would say she has a...
Rollover cover there by Kaya McKenna, and only got a 1, though.
Some would say that Vita has quite an unusual escape method sometimes. As she can move her body in many different directions that even you and I can't do on a daily basis. Whoa, at Exhibit A right there.
Look at that.
Exhibit A.
Kaya even just flummoxed on what Vita Von Star is doing. Trying to get her into an armbar position here, but Vita just finding her way to her feet. Kaya McKenna is going to have to dig really deep into her spell book here tonight and really use some really ancient magic if she's going to want to defeat someone like Vita Von Star to become the #1 contender. Again, remember the Invictus Women's Champion, Vicious Vicky, will defend her championship against one of these women at a future Invictus show. If you're Vicky, you definitely don't want to be in the ring against any one of these women, but I would think if you had to choose between the two of them, you'd probably want Kaya McKenna.
It's tough, I'll tell you that.
Takedown here, now Kaya in control.
And it looks, going for a little roll-up right there.
Rollover crucifix cover there by Kaya, but only gets a 2 count. Arm drag by
Kaya
McKenna.
has more of a technical standpoint than she's showing more technical moves like the arm locks, the leg locks,
Nice bulldog. Yeah, bulldog there from the corner. Kaya going right into a cover. 1-2 count for Kaya.
Right. Right now.
Senior referee Nick Shin telling her, I can't get on the hair here. And now that you're in Invictus, got to keep your hands off the hair of Kaya McKenna.
Absolutely.
But look at this again, this unorthodox movement. There's one way to administer a foot choke in the corner, and that is not a way that I've traditionally seen.
I can barely walk if she's doing that like it's like night and day. I can barely freaking walk.
Snap suplex, beautiful bridge. Beautiful bridge, but only a 2 count. I don't know about you, Ryan, but that looked perfect.
Oh, absolutely. I give that a perfect 10 in my book. Fans getting behind Kaya McKenna here.
Vita using the ropes to her advantage, but Nick Shin.
My bad. Whoa, nice little up and over there from Vita.
Vita in control here. Again, this match for the #1 contendership for the Invictus Women's Championship, held currently by Vicky Six Belts Vicious, Vicky, the Mafiosa.
And again, a huge thank you to the sponsor of this matchup, Pro Wrestling Podcast. Make sure to check out their YouTube channel for exclusive interviews. I can't stress the word exclusive very well. And right into a beautiful submission right here.
And look at the bridge. She is putting a lot of pressure on the back and the shoulder blades of Kaya. It may look like Vita's in the precarious position, but in fact, putting a lot of pressure on the shoulder blades and the neck of Kaya, using that bridge to her advantage.
And a kick out of 2 by Kaya.
Vita again using these unorthodox. Oh!
Wow!
Sling blade, modified sling blade there by Vita Von Star, coming into the cover in a 2 count. Kaya kicking out once again, but Vita, again, these untraditional movements, these unorthodox ways of attacking Kaya. It's just arms and legs and flailing and everywhere, and it works for Vita Von Star.
Absolutely, it works very well. But folks, don't forget, after we got a few more matches here at Overdrive, we have Eel O'Neal versus Darius Carter, Cash Flow Ken Broadway against Trisha Dora, and that huge main event of Myron Reed versus AJ Gray.
And Ryan, let's not forget, through intermission, I was given exclusive news from Invictus Management concerning a title defense for Big Game Leroy after retaining his championship here today. We'll give you that information later on in tonight's broadcast, but Invictus Management has scheduled a special title defense for Big Game Leroy after defending his championship here tonight.
Wow. That's definitely an exclusive right there.
Now these two women exchanging shots in the middle of the ring. Forearm shots by Kaya to Vita. There we go. Backs her up to the ropes. Whip off. Oh!
Wow.
Elbow and shoulder to the chest and throat of Vita Von Star. Not even bringing her over by the shoulder. She is bringing her over strictly by whipping that arm. That could rip tendons in the elbow.
And there we go again.
You can see the pain on Vita's face, but it's almost like she enjoys being in pain.
I'm lost of words right now because I'm actually looking at Vita's face, and she's, like you said, definitely enjoying it.
You see that arm wrenched tightly. Again, that elbow that Kaya was yanking to get her over.
We've seen this submission move before.
Chokehold submission out of Kaya McKenna, but again, if Vita can lean her weight back and get Kaya's shoulders pinned to the mat, she can get a 3.
Absolutely. And right now.
Oh! Brainbuster DDT dropped her right on the top of her freaking head. Kaya McKenna is motionless right now in the ring. as Vita Von Stars drags her limp body to the corner.
Right now, Vita Von Stars going to the top rope. Whoa, what is this? Oh my God.
Vita Von Star in a headstand on the top rope, but
Kaya McKenna catches her.
It's got her to fireman's carry.
Oh my God!
And drops her down, full weight on. Kaya may become the
That
number one
should do
contender
it.
here. 1, 2, and that is it.
Here's your winner, Kaya McKenna.
Kaya McKenna, the Good Witch, is your new number one contender for the Invictus Women's Championship. Vita Von Star, I don't know what she was going for at that top rope.
I don't know either.
That headstand on the top rope. Kaya McKenna able to recover and drop her with that fireman carry slam.
Mrs. Vicky better watch her back because, like I said, Kaya is on a streak right now. And now that her eyes are set on the title, who knows if Vicky will retain her championship.
Definitely, we will see when that match will happen, but it will be at some point for the Invictus Women's Championship. Kaya McKenna versus Vicious Vicky. But ladies and gentlemen, IWTV Universe, we've got a big one coming up next as Eel O'Neill goes one-on-one against Darius Carter. The Allfather makes his Invictus Pro Wrestling debut here tonight. Sending it back down to Ryan Peterson to get us ready for the next match.
All right, you guys still having a good time so far tonight? Then the action continues now with the following contest, and it is sponsored by Luchador Podcast, and it is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, hailing from the district, weighing at 180 pounds, he is the African-American horror story, Eel O'Neill.
And here he is, the African-American horror story, Eel O'Neill, one half of the Kings of the District, here tonight at Invictus Pro Wrestling. And what a challenge Eel has in front of him as he has to take on this man, the debuting Allfather, wrestling's richest prize, Darius Carter. And you know what? I know I'm supposed to be unbiased, but I'm gonna say it. The fact that the Allfather, Darius Carter, is not on IWTV every week in promotion after promotion boggles my mind, because Darius Carter is one of the greatest things in professional wrestling. Love him or hate him, you have to admit he is one of the best in the business.
He's fighting in New Canaan, Connecticut, weighing in at 206 pounds. He is wrestling Richard Prize, Mr. Darius Carter.
You want somebody who can wrestle incredibly well in your ring, no matter what match style, Darius Carter can do it. You want somebody who's got a voice, who's great on the stick, Darius Carter can do it. You want somebody who can sell everybody into the building, Darius Carter can do it. And you want somebody who fits the bill, it's the Allfather, Darius Carter.
Remember when you said earlier about hashtag banger for Gabriel Sky and Ichiban? This might be another nominee for that hashtag.
Listen, every time Darius Carter is in a ring, it is an absolute banger. And let's not sell Eel O'Neal short, because this young man is a banger machine in and of himself as well. But Ryan Peterson, I gotta know if you agree with me. Love him or hate him, don't you think? Darius Carter, why the fact is he not in more places on IWTV every freaking week? Derek, love him or hate him, Darius Carter's one of the best things in the business.
I totally agree with that, and not just because him and I actually share the same birthday, not to be a little biased, but totally agree. He is literally like one of the best out there, not only in the tri-state area, I would say on the entire East Coast, in my opinion.
It's very, very true, ladies and gentlemen. We want to thank our friends over at the Luchador Podcast sponsoring this match. The Luchador 1,000 Fights of El Fuego Fuerte is an adventure podcast where masked wrestlers battle vampires and gangsters on the streets of Mexico City. Special guest stars from the world of wrestling include Luchasaurus, Danhausen, Effie, Raven, and so much more. Listen now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all major platforms. That's the Luchador Podcast, sponsoring Eel O'Neal versus Darius Carter here at Invictus Overdrive.
And just like that, I'm blowing up just say it, hearing that sentence right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, both of these members, oddly enough, there's no animosity here. There's no negativity.
No.
Both of these men, members of the Better Business Bureau.
Absolutely.
And,
it's more like it's a battle of respect, per se.
Darius Carter believes that it is his job to build a better wrestling business, and that he knows what is best for business, and with the Better Business Bureau, they will, in fact, change the view of the business of professional wrestling. And Eel O'Neal, a member of the Better Business Bureau, this match more a test. Darius Carter wants to see if Eel O'Neal has what it takes, if he's up to the test of being a part of the Better Business Bureau, staying a part of the Better Business Bureau.
Right now we see a little technical matchup between Eel O'Neal and Darius Carter. Oh, nice reversal there by Darius Carter right into the master lock. And now we see Eel O'Neal working the arm and the hand of Darius Carter. Someone who is no stranger not only to this building, but also to, well, basically everywhere on the East Coast. He's a familiar face in Warriors of Wrestling, BCW. At one time, a company called Fireborough Wrestling, just throwing it out there.
Actually, Darius Carter had an incredible matchup at the debut show of We Are Wrestling, facing off against Trish Adora in what was an absolute masterpiece of a match. Darius Carter, again, I mean, he has done it all up on the East Coast and deserves to be absolutely everywhere, along with guys like Eel O'Neal and the Kings of the District, Eel O'Neal and Jordan Blade, and so many more. Many of the people that you see on the Invictus Pro Wrestling roster deserve to be in a lot more places. IWTV fans, tell your favorite promotions you want to see these talented individuals.
And speaking of We Are Wrestling, don't they have an event coming up on December the 10th?
They do, actually, our friends at We Are Wrestling. We have their flyers here today at the Invictus Pro Wrestling Show. It was all a dream on December the 10th, the second show for We Are Wrestling. Darius Carter will actually be in action on that show. And you know what? Since you bring up We Are Wrestling, I guess it's time, ladies and gentlemen, let you know. Earlier tonight, Big Game Leroy defended his social media championship in a triple threat match against Pancakes and Grim and came out on top, retained that social media championship. Well, I spoke to Invictus management backstage during intermission, and Leroy will be defending that championship.
Really?
At We Are Wrestling's It Was All a Dream on December the 10th. And not just against any challenger, but ladies and gentlemen, Invictus Management has broken the news. On December the 10th, Big Game Leroy will defend the Invictus Social Media Championship at We Are Wrestling against the child of the X-Day, Saif Al-Sabah.
Wow. Right there, that's the banger right there.
But ladies and gentlemen, we've got a banger happening right in front of us. Darius Carter and Eel O'Neal here at Invictus Pro Wrestling's Overdrive. I am very interested to see how Leroy's going to take the news of this upcoming title defense and how that match is going to go on December the 10th. But right now, Eel and Darius in a battle of wills, a battle of psychological wills, a battle, I should say, of body torture, ligament torture, joint manipulation. That is one thing. Darius Carter's such a throwback to a bygone era of professional wrestling.
Oh, absolutely. It's, oh my God.
And if it's not, look, he's going after the wrist and the knuckles and the hand, but look how he's got the knee on his neck.
Unbelievable. Like, my goodness gracious.
Again, this is a match.
Oh, wow.
A match that Darius requested as a test for Eel O'Neal.
This is more than a test, all right.
Oh, Eel coming back at Mr. Carter here. Beautiful European uppercut. Oh!
Nice.
Board cross body there by Eel. They may be whooping it up for DC, but Eel O'Neal showing he is more than ready to stand to whatever test Darius Carter puts in front of him here tonight.
As we see the Dirty Heels podcast showing some love to Darius Carter. Again, the Dirty Heels podcast, check them out on Instagram. My boys right there.
I want to thank all of our sponsors and all of our friends that are here today.
Absolutely.
At Invictus Pro Wrestling presents Overdrive, and we want to thank you, every single fan tuning in on IWTV. What an incredible night of action, and we're not even done. 2 more matches tonight as Ken Broadway faces Trisha Dora and that huge main event, Myron Reed and AJ Gray.
And also, if you'd like to see more Invictus Pro Wrestling action from our previous events, all of our events are on IWTV from the very first event from last September all the way to Aftershock and including tonight as well. We've had so many people on here. We had Danhausen, we've had Ace Austin, we've had Casey Navarro, Mike Verna.
I just got a text from Danhausen.
Oh yeah?
He says you're cursed.
Ah! Why?
And ladies and gentlemen, we do want to wish Danhausen a speedy recovery from his injury. We can't wait to see Danhausen back in the Invictus Pro Wrestling ring. And speaking of people with injuries, we also wish a speedy recovery to the Dirty Daddy himself.
Absolutely.
Chris Dickinson, originally scheduled to be in our main event here tonight against Myron Reed. Big thank you to AJ Gray for stepping in and filling that main event spot for tonight. But we send our best wishes to the Dirty Daddy himself and look forward to seeing him in an Invictus Pro Wrestling ring when he is all healed up and ready to go.
Oh, absolutely. Cannot wait to see him debut in Invictus. And like you said with AJ Gray, for those who don't know, he's not familiar. He's not a stranger to Invictus because back at Empire Rising.
Oh! Darius tried, I guess, for a pop-up powerbomb, and Eel used that to his advantage to get a beautiful drop kick off. Darius left the ring to try to avoid it, but Eel going right after him. Eel going right after Darius Carter here.
He's contemplating to throw him into the ring post. He was planning on throwing him into the ring post, but decided to not do it for some reason.
Well,
But
Darius
Carter
didn't have to think about it. Darius just didn't see. That's the difference. Eel O'Neal thought about it at the end of the day. He's friends with Darius Carter. They're both members of the Better Business Bureau. But again, when it comes down to business, there are no friends. Darius Carter doesn't care if you're his tag team partner, part of his faction, part of his group, the person that he's supposed to be best friends with. If he's got to take you out, he's going to do it.
Carter has a sign. Carter got one of the fans signed. Wow.
Rips up an 8x10. I think that's an 8x10 of Eel O'Neal there that was signed for that fan.
Oh, God, even worse. That's an 8x10. Wow!
Darius Carter taking out the back there. Cover 1, 2, and a kick out by Eel. Oh! Wrenched the neck of Eel O'Neal.
God almighty.
He could have herniated a C vertebrae there on Eel. Used the ankles of his legs, those strong, powerful legs of Darius Carter to wrench the neck of Eel O'Neal, and the cry of pain that came out of Eel.
Now earlier you said, like him or like Carter or hate him, one of the best in the East Coast.
One of the best in the world, in my opinion.
But also, in my opinion, I have to say this. I think he has one of the top 5 entrance themes. I'm being straight up right now.
Again, the look, the entrance, he can talk everybody into a building. He can wrestle any style, wrestle anybody, anywhere. Darius Carter is one of the best in the business.
Just a cheap plug, if you like his entrance music, his theme is from Trans-Siberian Orchestra, a very well-known band out there. Usually does Christmas music, but they also do some Beethoven, some hard rock Beethoven, which is great. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, and look at this. Wrenching back, putting the fingers in the mouth of Eel O'Neal, wrenching back on the jaw. And now, already had him in a half submission there. Oh!
Oh my God!
Looks like he was going for a surfboard there, but decides to bang down on the knees and the calves of Eel O'Neal.
The Dirty Heels podcast having a little too much fun here with Darius Carter.
But Eel fighting back.
God, a vicious uppercut by Carter. But Eel is not having any of it.
Oh,
Wow.
the sleeper there. Darius Carter with a sleeper hold in. Eel looking to break it up by going into the corner. Oh, looked like he was going for a drop kick, but used the knees. Used the knees to get Darius Carter off of his feet. And you spoke about the entrance of Darius Carter, about the music. We want to give a big shout out.
Oh! Tried to do like a little cannonball into the corner.
Went for that cannonball and ate the whole bottom turnbuckle there as Darius Carter moved out of the way. Again, you talked about the entrance theme of Darius Carter. We want to give a big shout out to Ray's Lighting, who puts together these elaborate and incredible entrances for a lot of these performers up in the East Coast and the New York area. With what you see is what you get, and with Ray's Lighting, you get an incredible entrance. What is already a great entrance for Darius Carter that we have seen at many a company turned into an absolutely exceptional entrance.
But
with Ray's
Lighting makes it TV, hell, even paper quality, which makes it 10 times, even 100 times better.
That is very, very true. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are in the New York, New Jersey, East Coast, Northeast area, check out Ray's Lighting on social media. Trust me, you will be happy you did.
And if the price is right, maybe on the West Coast too, you never know. Only if the price is right.
You need to understand, that would happen to every single one of you.
Wow. Taunting the crowd.
You suck! 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 You suck!
The crowd here still not getting behind Darius Carter. I mean, oh, wow. Carter basically using Eel's own arms to choke himself out.
Darius Carter's so innovative.
Absolutely.
He's so basic, but so innovative at the
Very
same time.
technical. I'm just throwing up a dream scenario right now. Kaya McKenna versus Darius Carter in a technical matchup. That's just my opinion. I don't know how you feel about that, Peter, but that's just my personal opinion of Kaya McKenna against Darius Carter in a nice technical style matchup.
Oh, that would be an incredible matchup. And now Eel coming back with those forearm strikes to Darius. And I think Eel O'Neal is giving Darius Carter more of a fight than Darius thought he would bring.
Oh, vicious Clothesline to the corner. Oh, wait. Carter holds him right back into the headlock.
Oh, but he won't let him. He won't let him lock
Nope.
it in. He won't let him lock it in. Blocking that overhand to not let him lock it in.
Nice counter by Eel O'Neal.
Cover
Look at
here. This
that.
may be over 1, 2, and a kick out.
Kick out at 2. Right now, looks like Darius Carter is begging for mercy. But Eel O'Neal is definitely not falling for that.
Yeah, no. Eel O'Neal knows Darius Carter very well, and anybody who knows Darius Carter knows Darius will do everything he can to bring to feign weakness. There we
Good
go.
night, Irene.
Oh!
Wow!
That huge running face wash by Darius Carter, not enough to keep Eel O'Neal down. Eel O'Neal kicking out at 2. What is Darius going to have to pull out? Because Eel O'Neal is ready for anything that Darius is throwing at him here tonight.
Right now we see Darius Carter eyeing Eel O'Neal. Eel knows what was going to happen next.
Again, he has countered that sleeper
Oh,
twice,
back
but not
right
the third
into the
time.
headlock.
Not able to counter it a third time. Trying to break it up again. Running him into a corner here, but now Darius trying to get. Oh, Darius has got it locked in. He's on the back of Eel. Eel tried to roll through it, but he locked it in. He's got the legs locked in around the waist of Eel O'Neal. This may be it. Eel may be out here. This may be it. He may win here by submission. Darius saying that he is out.
As Ref David tries to pull up.
He's not out yet.
He's still in it.
Eel O'Neal
And now he's, wow.
wrenching on the leg.
Go right to the ankle lock. Right into the ankle lock.
Oh, the ankle lock here by Eel O'Neal. You got to remember, this man teams with Jordan Blade, the submission sniper, one half of the Kings of the District. If you think he hasn't picked something up from Jordan, you got to be thinking different. Darius now hobbled on one leg. Trying to go for the royal sweep, it looks like here. Is he going to get, he got the royal
that
sweep.
should do it.
The royal sweep by Darius. He's going to turn him over here. He's going to
And
cover
for the
Eel.
cover. 1, 2, 3.
The royal sweep by the all-father Darius Carter.
Mr. Darius Carter!
Wow.
You know, Darius Carter may have gotten the win here tonight, but we said at the very beginning of this match that this was a test for Eel O'Neal, his spot in the Better Business Bureau. The question has to be, even though Darius got the win, did Eel pass? I guess that tells us Eel passed the test.
I guess so.
And the all-father Darius Carter once again with the victory here against Eel O'Neal. But ladies and gentlemen, IWTV around the world, we ain't done yet. We've got 2 more incredible matchups here tonight. Ken Broadway versus Trisha Dora, and our big main event still to come. Myron Reed and AJ Gray. And this tells you these 2 men, again, part of the Better Business Bureau, walking out together after that hard-fought match with Darius, telling Eel, raise my hand. I did, in fact, beat you. But don't worry, kid. You passed the test.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is sponsored by the Smack Talk Showdown card game, and it is scheduled for one fall. Introducing Hell from Money Making Manhattan, weighing in at 225 pounds. This is Cash Flow Head
And that is Cash Flow Ken Broadway coming in for his matchup here tonight against none other than Trish Adora, the Pan-African World Heavyweight Champion. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that title is not on the line here tonight. But let us still show praise to our queen, Trish Adora. Ken Broadway looking to make one hell of a statement here today against Trish Adora.
And introducing his opponent, hailing from our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. This is the Afro Talk, Trish
Say what you want, ladies and gentlemen. All hail the queen, our queen, Trish Adora, as she is here at Invictus Pro Wrestling, and will go one-on-one against Cash Flow Ken Broadway. And she may not be carrying her Pan-African World Heavyweight Championship, but let we not forget that she is the World Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, one of our big main event matchups here tonight, and we are getting ready to get it started. Broadway, Adora, Invictus Pro Wrestling's Overdrive. Let's go. And the lockup happens. The last time I saw Trish Adora in this building, she had a knockout drag-out fight with Darius Carter at We Are Wrestling's Wanna Be Startin' Something back in August. And in fact, the last time I saw Ken Broadway, he was having an incredible matchup against New Japan Pro Wrestling's Rocky Romero for House of Glory.
Oh, and I was there live in person for that matchup, and it was picture perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank our sponsor for this match, Smack Talk Showdown card game. You want a good promo just like your favorite wrestling legends? Well, SmackTalkShowdown.com is the only place to buy the party game that will have you smack-talking your friends and family this holiday season. Smack Talk Showdown has 550 unique cards featuring crazy characters, vicious feuds, and gimmick matches that will help set the stage for your epic verbal smackdown. Go to the extreme with the Lewd Attitude expansion and battle head-to-head with your opponents like you were in the Monday Night Wars. Head to SmackTalkShowdown.com right now and use the promo code Invictus to get $5 off your purchase tonight only. That's right, SmackTalkShowdown.com. Use the promo code Invictus to get $5 off your purchase tonight. SmackDown Showdown card game, your go-to for the wrestling fan this holiday season.
All right, back to the action now. Ken Broadway showing off his inner strength against Trish Adora, the Afro Punk, someone who is making it.
No, say it right. The queen, our queen,
My apologies.
Trish Adora.
My apologies.
And I said it earlier, she may not have come out with the title, but she is our Pan-African World Heavyweight Champion. This match not for that title.
Absolutely not, but she.
And
But if she wanted to, she can easily done it in a heartbeat.
And I apologize as the Pan-African World Diaspora Champion. I don't want to not act like I don't know how to say the name of the title correctly, just cutting it short a little bit for time on commentary, but the Pan-African World Diaspora Champion.
And now Ken Broadway looks like he's taunting Trish Adora. Oh, wow.
I mean, do we have enough time to talk about the bangers that Trish Adora has had?
Oh, my God.
Ken Broadway running straight over Trish Adora like a freight train going 90 miles per hour. Broadway wants to prove himself tonight. Broadway wants to show that, you know what, I can go toe-to-toe with anybody, anywhere, man or woman, and a win against Trish Adora here tonight could do just that.
Absolutely. Oh, nice counter by Ken Broadway, but Trish knew what he was up to.
Trish with a chicken wing variation kind of submission there, but Broadway able to wriggle out of it.
Now, you were mentioning something about bangers.
Oh, yeah. Hashtag bangers. That's what we've had here tonight, a whole plate of bangers and mash here at Invictus Pro Wrestling Overdrive. Let me just tell you something. We don't have enough time to list the number of bangers Trish Adora has been involved in.
If we have time, we would have another IWTV special.
Listen, IWTV might as well just have a.
Oh my God!
You saw the sweat fly off of Ken Broadway with that lariat there. And if he's not careful, he might get caught with that lariat Tubman.
Trish Adora egging on Ken Broadway.
But I mean, IWTV could have an entire section just dedicated to Trish Adora matches.
I'm surprised they haven't done that yet.
Ken Broadway staying on the outside, and honestly,
hey, throw some of that money my way, please. Oh!
Trish ain't want to take the easy way out. Drop kick through the middle and bottom row. Gotta love the politeness of Trish Adora. Tells referee Nick Shin, I'll be right back.
Yeah, that'll be nice. Uh-oh, here we go.
Another one.
Ay. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, the Side Rep Podcast with Joey G getting in on the action.
Oh!
Oh, here we go.
Dirty Heels!
Dirty Heels!
Heavy Wrestling!
Oh, my man, that right there.
This is why it pays to have a front row seat at an indie show.
Absolutely.
Ken Broadway just got chopped round the world. His chest looking like a hashtag chopped cheese right now.
Hey, listen, oh, look at that. Oh!
springboard drop kick, but didn't get all of that. Only got one leg to connect, did not connect with both legs on that drop kick to Trish Adora.
All I know, one thing for sure right now, as the fans are, Ken Broadway showing a little taunt right now. I will say one thing for sure, after seeing what we just saw with the chops and everything, I don't want to mess with Henny Wrestling, I'll tell you that.
That is very
Henny
true.
Wrestling has like the biggest chops I've ever seen. And speaking of Henny Wrestling, they are sponsoring our main event here tonight, which is coming up next. AJ Gray versus Myron Reed.
Let me tell you something.
And again, Henny Wrestling with the biggest chops in the game, I'll tell you that.
Pork chops?
The biggest chops.
Lamb chops?
No, yeah, let's go with that.
I'm hungry.
I know, so am I. But anyway, that's after the show.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you are in the vicinity of Jersey, it'd be really great to see you here in Ridgefield Park, New Jersey, for the next Invictus Pro Wrestling show, or any of the great wrestling companies that come to this building here in Ridgefield Park.
And speaking of Invictus Pro Wrestling, I was actually informed by management, as the fans here will know right after this, the next time we are back here is Saturday, January the 29th, right here in the Knights of Columbus in Ridgefield Park, 2022. We are coming back, starting up the new year with a bang.
There we go, Saturday, January the 29th, right here in Ridgefield Park, and I'm sure we'll be live in your homes on IWTV once again.
Sure we are.
Can't wait to come back. Call another great Invictus Pro Wrestling show. Right now, we have seen some great matches and still seeing another one between Ken Broadway and Trish Adora. Ken trying to get Trish up to her feet. Oh,
wow.
Trish popped up. Got him in a modified sleeper here, almost like a spider sleeper. And now going up again, but this time from the backside.
And again, like you said, with Trish Adora, no stranger to IWTV, most recently seen on WWR and Beyond Wrestling.
Woo! Woo! Let's not even talk about those. I could go all night talking about that incredible match.
Oh my God.
But Trish,
spinning elbow.
Exploding out with that spinning elbow to come. This may be it. 1, 2, and out.
Kick out at 2.
Trish Adora, the fans behind her here. Everything the light touches is Trish Adora's kingdom, and we just exist in it, ladies and gentlemen. And right now, Ken Broadway trying to take that kingdom away from Trish Adora. Trish Adora being stretched over the knee of Ken Broadway. Trying to break the hold. Knees to the side of the head of Broadway. Broadway has no choice but to break that stretch.
Broadway charges, but Trish Adora counters.
Gets that foot up, buys herself a couple of more seconds here. Back in,
Another
Adora up and over. Misses with a clothesline. Cross body.
Wow.
Cross body by Trish. Floors Ken Broadway. Broadway out and back into the turnbuckle there.
A nice high kick.
Kick to the side of the head of Broadway. Taken out of the corner and
right to the arm.
Right to the elbow, into the nerves there.
I mean, with the way that she kicks, maybe they just could sign her for a kicking deal.
Beautiful snap neck breaker there. Broadway in a stupor.
Nice takedown.
Judo throw over there to cover. Only a 2 count for Trish Adora. Everybody here in Ridgefield Park, squarely behind Trish Adora here in this matchup against Ken Broadway.
Now Trish Adora getting up. But Broadway counters.
Looked like she went for that Looked like she went for that lariat, but got countered there. Oh, Trish Adora's dead weight there.
Dead lift.
Did you see Trish Adora was completely out of it after that elbow strike?
Yeah, that was just a dead lift.
Broadway calling for it, saying this is it. It is time for him to bring darkness to the Pride Lands. Trying to be like Scar and end it all here.
Oh my God!
Adora, though, not ready to give up. Cover on Broadway, 1, 2, and a kick out by Broadway yet again. How much more can Broadway or Trish Adora take in this match?
I honestly have no idea how much longer these two can go at it. And plus, we have our massive main event coming up. Whew.
Still to come, ladies and gentlemen, the young GOAT, Hot Fire Myron Reed going one-on-one with AJ Gray, but we won't get to that until we finish with this banger of a match right here.
With all the matches that we had here tonight, just proves once and for all, every single time, that at Invictus Pro Wrestling, we are unconquered. And that's exactly what we're doing here tonight.
100%. 100% Invictus Pro Wrestling, bringing some of the best pro wrestling action to the New York, New Jersey area. And what a show for me to make my commentary debut on
man.
Overdrive.
I'm excited you're here, man.
I'm excited watching the matches, and I got to.
Oh, my God!
My Lord! With authority there. Pride Rock has been broken. The cover by Broadway, 1, 2, and a kick out.
Wow.
I don't know how Trish Adora survived that one, but kicked out at 2 7/8 to survive this match. Broadway still looking for that elusive victory.
Whoa. Ken Broadway getting a little verbal right now with Trish.
Telling Trish to stay down. Trish has never been one to stay down. Trish has fought adversity her entire career. Trish has fought adversity her entire life. She's been told to stay down by everyone. Falcon Arrow there by Broadway, 1, 2, and yet another kick out by the Queen, Trish Adora. Trish Adora has fought adversity every day of her life. Whether it's being a black woman in America, whether it's being a member of our armed forces, whether it's being in the ring against men, whether it's being the Pan-African World Diaspora Champion, she has fought adversity every day. She is not one to stay down lightly.
Whoa, look at this! Oh, go
went for a lariat reversal roll up and a 2 count again by Broadway.
As he grabbed the tights. Now Trish Adora.
Oh, what an unorthodox cover, but tried to get all of her weight on the knees. Looks like a double lariat there, caught each other's arms. Oh, backslide cover there. And a backslide by Adora.
Wow.
Again, she is trying to get all of her weight on the leverage of that pin. Double backsides there by Broadway and then Adora, but a thumb to the eye. At some point, you got to resort to those kind of tactics, and Broadway was going to do it at some point. Thumb to the eye. Broadway trying to end it here.
And Ken Broadway says that it's over. What? No way! No! No way! No! Is he here? Gio Galvano, is he here?
Oh, the roller by Adora, 1, 2. Kick out by Broadway. But is Gio Galvano in the building?
Oh my my God!
Adora! Adora surprises Broadway!
Here's the winner, Trish Adora!
Oh my God! I have to
The
say,
Queen has once again taken her throne!
I have to say, I think this was a massive upset in my opinion.
I dare you to tell that to Trish Adora that any victory is an upset. Yes, was she moments away from defeat? She was. But for some reason, I don't know if Gio Galvano's in the building or who Gio Galvano paid to play his music if he's not here.
I don't know.
But it distracted Kent Broadway enough for Trish Adora to roll him up for a victory here today at Overdrive.
Folks, the time has come for our main event here tonight.
Hell, that should have been the main event.
That should have, but trust me, this one's gonna be another banger, I'll tell you that.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, as the Queen Trish Adora walks away with yet another victory, we are getting ready for our massive main event of the evening. As the young goat, Myron Reed, will go one-on-one with AJ Gray here at Invictus Pro Wrestling Overdrive. Ladies and gentlemen, IWTV, are you ready? Let's bring it down to Ryan Peterson for this massive main event announcement.
All right, folks, before we go into our main event this evening, on behalf of everyone at Invictus Pro Wrestling, not only for all of you here, but for all of you watching at home on IWTV, thank you for tuning in to Overdrive, and we hope that you all have a very happy and safe, healthy Thanksgiving holiday season, and we are coming back to action live on Saturday, January the 29th, right here at the Knights of Columbus in Richfield Park, New Jersey. Make sure to follow us on all of our social media, and actually on our social media pages. Now, who's got time for one more match? Oh, come on, I said, who's got time for one more match? And ladies and gentlemen, live from the Knights of Columbus in Richfield Park, New Jersey, and live on IWTV, this is your main event of the evening, sponsored by Heavy Wrestling, and it is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, hailing from Louisville, Kentucky, weighing at 173 pounds, this is the young goat, on fire, Myron
And there he is, ladies and gentlemen, MLW star Hot Fire, the young goat himself, Myron Reed. He was originally scheduled to face Chris Dickinson here in our main event, but the Dirty Daddy, due to the injury suffered at New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong, was unable to make that main event commitment, but will return to Invictus Pro Wrestling. But ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves one fine replacement, as Myron Reed will go into one hard-hitting matchup against none other than AJ Gray.
Nashville, Tennessee, weighing in at 235 pounds, he is the Black Chef, a.k.a. the Marlow of the Truth, AJ Gray.
my Jesus, what a start, what a hot start. Myron Reed not even letting AJ Gray making his entrance here. Myron starting out hot, AJ and we knew this was going to be one hell of a match, but my God, what a start to this match. Oh! Duck the clothesline, Myron, that athleticism. Listen, what Myron Reed and AJ Gray bring to the table and bring to a matchup does not need to be said. Everyone watching knows. This one is going to be a clinic. That's for sure. Inseguri from the outside. Oh! Well, he did.
Got back just in time to see that.
He did. Se murió! That chop just killed Myron off the top rope there. Vicious chops from AJ Gray, and anybody who has been in a match with AJ Gray after that never feels to say, oh!
Oh, right into the knee.
Chop block right to the knee. That beautiful chop block. Oh!
AJ Gray trying to throw Myron Reed off of the ropes.
Oh my Lord! This is going to be a hard-hitting matchup any way you slice it. You would have thought that Myron would have got. Oh! The speed at which AJ Gray came off those ropes with that leg. Covered by Gray. 1, 2, and a kick out by Myron. Listen. Oh my God! That could have broken the top turnbuckle. He didn't let go. He didn't let go of Myron until he got, what, 6 inches away from that turnbuckle?
Maybe even less.
My God. Listen, when you're Myron Reed and you hear, okay, we got to replace Chris Dickinson due to injury, you think maybe I'll get a night off, get an easy main event, and then AJ Gray steps up to take his place. Woo! AJ Gray, no stranger to taking punishment.
If for those who don't know, Myron Reed. Woo!
Once again, as I said, Se murió. Hashtag he did. AJ Gray, who has been breaking bones recently with GCW, bringing that violent tendency of his here to Invictus Pro Wrestling once again. And Ryan, you were here when AJ Gray went to an absolute war.
Oh my God.
With Jacob Fatu.
Oh my God, that was an absolute banger back at Empire Rising, which by the way you can go back and watch it on IWTV. And that was a surefire banger. That was. And Myron Reed, who's no stranger to any competition, a former MLW middleweight champion himself.
This is very true, and Myron Reed has gone up against a who's who on the MLW roster, not to mention his own collection of absolute bangers on the independent scene as well. But AJ Gray, he's just another level of violent. It's like AJ Gray wakes up, and the first thing he does is choose violence.
And it's funny you mentioned bangers too. Oh, spine buster by AJ Gray.
Spine buster, and Myron Reed kicks out. But look at that, right the transition right into the single leg crab.
And it's funny you mentioned bangers too. One banger I can think off the top of my head was from Violence and Suffering, Myron Reed versus Jordan Oliver, in a no ropes match too, by the way.
A A very violent match that was, but a banger in and of itself. That no ropes match happened at Violence and Suffering. I said, both of these men, their resumes are long as they are illustrious. But like I said, AJ Gray just built different, bro.
He does.
Just built different.
He's more aggressive.
Myron trying as hard as he can to get AJ off of his feet.
I guess when you encounter Nick Gage so many times, you build up this massive.
Oh, beautiful drop kick. And notice he placed one of his feet on that drop kick right against the throat of AJ Gray.
Yeah, that's. I don't know that will end up. Oh!
Beautiful leg drop on the outside, a guillotine leg drop as AJ was through the middle rope. Tries to springboard in, but
Gray
AJ catches him. Went for almost like a burning hammer kind of maneuver there.
Wow!
Cover! Almost like a springboard assisted Falcon Arrow in a way there. Just the innovativeness of Myron Reed. That is the reason why they call him the Young Goat. Everything he does is hot fire. And here we go. The kick to the back of the neck.
Jeez!
Vicious Uranagi.
My God.
Oh,
this is brain
followed by
buster.
a brain buster. Cover 1, 2. And Myron kicks out. I'm going to tell you right now, Myron is going to walk out of this ring. He's going to walk out of this ring battered. He's going to walk out of this ring bruised. But he's got to consider himself lucky if he's able to walk out of this ring with a victory here tonight. Because AJ Gray came his Invictus Pro Wrestling to hurt Myron Reed.
And also think about this. Oh, hold on. Oh my God!
Flame on! Flame
Beautiful!
on! Cutter! The flame on from Myron Reed. And now, oh, look at this. Top
my
rope
God.
assisted DDT and a 2 count only.
And also, think about this. This entire time, Myron Reed has been focusing on how to defeat Chris Dickinson. He really wasn't prepared for AJ Gray at all.
All right, let me just stop you right there. There is no preparing for AJ Gray. I told you, the man wakes up in the morning, chooses violence. That is the first thing he does. Has violence for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, then goes to the gym and has more violence on top of that. There is no preparing for a man like AJ Gray. But Myron Reed standing his ground here against AJ, going toe-to-toe, taking every shot, every vicious strike that AJ Gray is throwing at the Young Goat. Myron is taking. Ducked a clothesline there, ducked another one. Oh! Could have broke AJ's nose with that kick. Myron hit those ropes here. Oh! That elbow strike to the back of the neck.
Get a pillow and a blanket because he's out cold.
Cover here. This might be it. 1, 2, and a kick out.
How?
AJ staying on him here. Got him set up. Looks like a suplex.
Oh my God.
Beautiful reversal into that.
If I were these guys, I'd move out of the way. There we go. Smart move by the Dirty Heels podcast at Heady Wrestling, I'll tell you that. Oh, crap. Holy crap!
Flame on to the floor! Flame on to the floor!
Oh, my God!
But Myron Reed might be hurt. Myron Reed might be hurt here. He may have messed up his leg. He may have hit his ankle or his knee on the way down. But a flame-on cutter from the inside to the outside, taking AJ Gray and wiping out the front row here on our side of commentary. But God, I hope Myron Reed is not hurt on that delivery. Those high-risk maneuvers at some point, that risk does come into play, and I really hope Myron Reed is not severely hurt here.
Right now, Ref David is at 9 now, and AJ Gray barely makes it in after that.
What a match so far, and a shout out to our sponsor for our main event, Henny Wrestling. Check him out on Instagram and TikTok. The great content that he puts out, as well as his coverage of indie wrestling. That is Henny Wrestling, the sponsor of our main event. And oh my God,
that running heel.
What a cannonball heel into the corner there.
What?
Gray going up top, but Reed not ready to give up. Reed on one leg. He don't care.
What the hell is this? Oh! My God!
But what a slam from the second rope, and I don't know how the hell Myron Reed kicked out. But ladies and gentlemen, our main event keep going. A huge lariat. Cover 1, 2.
That's it.
That was it.
Here's your winner, AJ Gray.
Wow.
Deep from the heart of the South, AJ Gray hits that massive lariat and takes out the young goat, Myron Reed. He extinguishes the hot fire that is Myron Reed. But ladies and gentlemen, that was one hell of a main event.
Jeez. Well, folks, I gotta we gotta say thank you once again to not only all of you for tuning in, but more importantly, all of our sponsors here today that sponsored all of the matches. Henny Wrestling Dirty Heels Podcast.
The Bald Monkeys Podcast, Zeke Day Photography.
Little sign of respect here, by the way, for Reed and Gray. And folks, January the 29th, we return here to the Knights of Columbus, and on December the 10th at We Are Wrestling, the current social media champion himself, Big Game Leroy, will defend his title against Saeed Al-Sabah right here at the Knights of Columbus.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for everyone on IWTV watching at home. Thank you for joining us for Invictus Wrestling Overdrive. As Ryan Peterson said, join us once again on January 29th right here on IWTV. You just witnessed a night of bangers headlined by Myron Reed and AJ Gray. Thank you to each and every one of you, and good night.
All right, folks. Man, you guys are on fire tonight. This is why we love each and every single one of you, because without all of you, there is no Invictus. And trust me, things are going to get bigger and better, all right? I'll tell you that right now. Actually, just got word from our friends at We Are Wrestling. The social media champion himself, Big Game Leroy, will defend the social media championship that night, December the 10th, right here at the Knights of Columbus, against Saeed Al-Sabah. Yeah, make sure to follow on social media. And we are back here on January the 29th, 2022, kicking off the new year with a frickin' bang. So, thank you to all of our sponsors, and again, thank you to each and every single one of you for coming out tonight. Have a great holiday, and we'll see you all in the new year.